thing I guess is gonna be like how I make music and stuff. Let's get the BPM first. Yeah, I guess 135 is good. You know what? Before we move on to sound design, let's actually try like let's lay down a bass line. Now, this is this is how I like load in instruments when I'm using instruments and stuff. I use sound fonts. Some good recommendations are the general MIDI sound font and the SGM sound font. Those are basically all you'll need. They have carried me, but we're gonna be using general MIDI. This is basically like this is just the very old Windows 95 MIDI files type. Like look. So we're gonna like do some funny shit with this, bro. Okay, let's see. Hmm, what bass to use. Let's go with the funny one. Make sure you use like the metronome so you can like hear the beat of the song. So I like to hum my stuff, but like sometimes I also have it in my head. So I wanted to go like. Wait, hold on. Hell yeah. MIDI. We want the cheesiest possible drums, which is basically MIDI standard kit. That's basically as cheesy as it gets. All right, nice. So we got the kind of like the groove down, and if you're wondering how I just did that, you can select everything with Control A or Command A if you're on Mac like me, and you can drag with the little selection tool to select stuff, and you can just Control C, Control V, and drag stuff around with your mouse. If you're wondering, uh, if you're using like sound fonts for the drums, you can't really see which thing it is. So good rule of thumb, kick is on C3, snare is on the is on D3. Why did it take me so long to figure that out? And if you want to find stuff, just start here and go up. You'll find it, trust. Like, but let's just give it a listen right now so we can feel what to add next. Let's just throw in a crash. Wait. Okay, so I think that's enough for the drums. Let's like, hmm. So just copy paste that, and so when you copy paste, it goes to wherever like this thing is. You can drag it from the top. So if I paste here, it pastes there. Wow. Anyways. Alright, let's give that a listen real quick. For this, we're gonna keep it like that. And then for this, we're gonna have so here's how it sounds. Okay, so this is Squid Font Orchestral. I use it because it sounds good. The tush. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sounds like some like again this word. Wait, where is it? This word. That disgusting thing. So it's like I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. So okay, well, let me just copy and paste my melody. I'm not that stupid. Okay, now I'll just add some like layers of random stuff. Let's get some synth strings. And let's okay, that sounds bad. But what if you made that like an orchestra hit? You feel me? Like an impact hit. Wait, cause like it's somewhere over here. I'll find it. Yeah, I can do that. Watch. Hell yeah. And let's just do that like again. So what we're gonna do to like get everything on here into the playlist. So we have the piano roll. You can see that right here. But there's also the playlist, which is this. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna right click this pattern one that we've made, split by channel. I don't do this all the time. Sometimes I do like make everything like in separate patterns, but sometimes I make everything in one pattern, or I make some of it in one pattern, and then just go with the flow. So let's first of all get like the melodies. Let's join those together. So you can press Control G or Command G if you're on Mac like me, and it'll join them together. So and now I'll just put everything that we had earlier. So let's just like have like a little intro. And just so for the start, we're gonna have that, the bass, the little orchestra hit, of course the melody, why did I forget it? And the drums. So is this recording? Please tell me it's recording, man. Okay. What next? Let's just like add to this. So like you can do some of this. Also, if you're wondering like if your notes aren't snapping to the grid, this little magnet you can so choose cell for like if you want to snap to the grid properly. And you can also have like 130, so you can do like triplets. So like that's how you can do triplets and stuff. I'm just gonna switch back to like the grid so like I can work on this properly. So like let's just give that lesson, make sure it sounds good. Uh, uh, let's just do like a little. Yeah, and let's just do it. Boom. So now I'll just give this a listen, so we can like think of where to work off from this. It's already sounding good. So if we want to create a new pattern, just click up here, and then like you can rename them. I'll get to renaming once you're like decorating the song for like the decorating part. So let's like hmm let's add like a music box. Hear me out on this. And let's make it do exactly what this is doing. And we throw it in like for the second part. So like just oh whoops. So you can change the instrument up here. So you can see like now if you get lost and you forget what an instrument is, like what's GM number 2? This is the channel rack. You can change the volumes here. And if you look in the top left, you'll see that right now it's at 78% volume. And on the left, like next to that, you have the panning. So like that's which ear it's in. So if I put this in the left ear, you can also do it in the right ear. Ow. And I'm just gonna keep it in the middle for now. Because panning is for weird mastering stuff. Ooh, scary. So let's like throw it in like in the second part. Now we gotta make this higher. Like listen. I'm actually wait. Let's okay, so what I just did this little maneuver here, we're pressing Command C or Control C, right? Then Control V or Command V, whatever. Then Shift left arrow, and then Control or Command down arrow. So when you press the Shift keys, like you can move like one single grid space, like look at that with the arrow keys. Okay. When you press the Control or Command key, it moves it like by an entire octave, but like you don't move left and right because like Who wants to move specifically 12 notes to the right? Like what? So let's see how that sounds. Nah. Did all that explanation for nothing. It sounds bad. Oh my, dude. Okay, so if you're on Mac, so on Windows you can just delete it with the delete key. But if you're on Mac, your built-in keyboard might not have the delete key. So I just press FN and backspace and it does the same thing if you're on Mac. And let's just bring that back down. And let's just make it a bit louder. And let's give it a listen. And also we should probably extend it to like fill the whole thing. Let's merge it with the current. So it's like, okay, Command G, boom. Again, it's Control G if you're on Windows. So just do. Oh, it crashed! Yay! Well, I'm unfortunately gonna have to end this video because my FL Studio crashed, like it loves to do. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this fun educational video on how to make music in FL Studio.